When I was 16 years old, I was quarterback on the JV team, and I was simply just rolling out for a pass. I got tackled on my foot, sort of like a shoestring tackle, and I'm slowly trying to break away. And then another linebacker came across and hit me right in my neck, and my head went past my legs, basically doing a hyperflexion. And that caused my back to have this weird sensation all the way down my legs. But it actually wasn't until that next morning where I couldn't walk. And by the grace of God, with all the strength that I had, I muscled my way up. It took me about 3 hours to get to school. And the first person that I saw was my coach. And my coach saw that I was in severe agony and pain, and he asked me if I could play on the varsity team if the quarterback went down. And I always explained, there's no way, coach. I can barely even walk. I'm in so much pain just talking to you right now. So he referred me over to the trainer. The trainer did what he knew what to do, which was ice me up, stretch me, ultrasound, and ultimately he recommended me to do 3 months of extensive physical therapy. And in that time, it was an amazing experience. I got to train with Division I athletes a couple times. There were some NFL players that were there. And with slow but steady progression, I did get well to the point where I could walk without pain, and I could even shoot a basketball. But as I was gearing up for basketball season, I was just shooting around and I went to stretch my legs. And that's when literally I thought my life was over. I felt that same sensation go down my legs, up my back. My back went into a severe spasm where I literally couldn't move. And I just left the gym crying. And at 16 years old, anyone that's been really into sports knows that that's your whole life. I basically felt like my identity was robbed away from me. And I come home to see my father, and I'm crying, bawling my eyes out. And as any concerned parent would, he said, "What's wrong, son? What's going on with you?" And I said, "Dad, for 3 months, these thousands of dollars that we spent, I haven't received any results. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make you proud and play sports again." So my dad's actually a pastor, and he had a similar situation when he went to baptize a child. He picked them up and felt the same thing go down his back, and someone had recommended a chiropractor, and he went and got great results. So that's essentially where we headed, and went in there, felt an amazing health type experience, and he told me what the problem was, and I felt good. I felt like, wow, this doctor knows what he's talking about. He looks like he exuberates health. And I knew this is where my life completely changed from my second visit to the chiropractor. Not only did I feel that much better, I knew at 16 years old that I was going to be a chiropractor, and that's how I was going to serve people for the rest of my life. As we segue forward, I go through, I finish high school, I finish undergrad, and then not getting into chiropractic school did I hear about upper cervical care. So I felt like a lot of my musculoskeletal issues were gone. But there were still those struggling moments. I did struggle in school a little bit as a reader and even retaining information sometimes, and always had some allergy issues and respiration issues. And actually going to a seminar, a doc had told me, and I've heard other doctors talking about, you got to get this upper cervical adjustment. You got to get this upper cervical adjustment. So we did what we needed to do, did all the protocols, scanned everything, and I received my first upper cervical adjustment, and that was another life-altering moment. I felt this, the best way I could describe it is just this clarity of emotion, clarity of respiration. More importantly, what I really noticed is I was so connected in the conversation that I was having in front of me. There was, hundreds of people beside us, but the one person that I was talking to, I felt so deeply connected to that person. And I think that's really what chiropractic is about. Enhancing the human experience on this earth, not being distracted with all the noise. And I think when you can be connected with that person that's right in front of you, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your children, I think that's where life and that's where magic happens. And I'm so blessed to work in this amazing office with Dr. Drury, and I only wish that I can give the same experience and life back to those people who have lost it.